Hey everyone, it's Gina and we are back with another video. So today what we're going to be doing is tackling my lawn, something that I haven't showed you guys yet for very good reason, because I don't know if you can see from this video, it looks pretty terrible. It has a bunch of weeds. It's got nutsedge, it's got spurge, it's got purslane, it's got every weed you can imagine. It's also got really old Bermuda grass. I hate Bermuda grass. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and tackle this lawn. Now this will be a multiple part video. I don't know how many, because it's probably gonna take a while to get this lawn looking better than it is. But the first thing we're gonna do today is actually reseed. So I already did spray for the weeds. I sprayed for the nutsedge, I sprayed for all the other weeds. They use different chemicals. So also the lawn is aerated, it's ready to go. So basically all I have left to do is reseed, put the topsoil on, and then fertilize. So today what we're gonna focus on is just the reseeding part. So we're gonna get all the patchy parts of this lawn covered with some seeds, and hopefully we'll get some growth going and it'll look way better. So before we do that, let me show you guys the lawn. So here's a closer look at our lawn. So as an example, this right here is not grass. It may look like grass, but it's not. It's called nutsedge. Now this stuff is about the hardest weed you could ever have and try to get rid of. So I've been tackling nutsedge in this lawn since we moved in January. The whole lawn pretty much was nutsedge, and I've managed to diminish it by maybe about half, but it is terrible. And how it spreads is actually by rhizome and by something called a nutlet. So it's not something where you can just take this thing and pull it and it's gone. You actually have to remove the nutlet and the rhizome. And that can be, and I kid you not, up to 18 inches down in the soil. And if you do not remove that nutlet, it will continue to grow and it will continue to spread. It is a nasty, nasty weed. And I will probably fight this till the day I die in this house. But it's getting, so I sprayed it, as I said, I sprayed it with something called Sedgehammer. Now, this isn't something that you can just find at your local garden center. This is something I had to special order from a website, and it's pretty expensive. It was about $80 for a 2-ounce bottle, and that will last a while because you only use a tiny scoop of it, but still very expensive, but it does work. All right, so then the next thing. So right here, this looks like just short grass because we did just mow, but this is actually called Bermuda grass. I hate this grass. It spreads like morning glory. It's on a vine, or I think it's called a stole or something like that, where it spreads, and it just, I just hate it. And it's hard to get rid of as well. I did spray the Bermuda grass with something specific for Bermuda grass. I'll put it up on the screen so you guys can see what I use, because I can't remember. So it is yellowing, like right here you can see that it is yellowing, which is great, but I still have a lot of work to go. So another weed. This is probably the most annoying, but probably the easiest to control. This is called spurge. I don't know if you can see this weed that kind of has, I don't know, these tiny little leaves on a pinkish stem. This stuff spreads like wildfire. The good news about spurge is that if you pull it and you remove the taproot that it has, it will not come back. The bad news about spurge is that it spreads like fire. So it goes to seed in a matter of days. So if you find this and it already is looking like this, you're too late. It already went to seed. It's gonna pop up somewhere else. But as far as control, there's a lot of things you can use to kill it. So you can use Roundup, you can use Ortho, you can use all kinds of stuff. It will kill it. But it is one that spreads really, really fast. And one of the final weeds, I'm sure there's a million more in this lawn, but one that I'm having to deal with, this is called crabgrass. Now this is something you can just pull out. It's fairly easy to get, but it does spread as well. And if you're not on top of it, it'll be everywhere. So I have a few patches of this stuff. It's pretty annoying, but I'm just gonna leave it, and hopefully me reseeding and new lawn coming up will choke it out. So I guess that's everything going on with the lawn. As you can see, it needs some major TLC, and hopefully it'll be looking better pretty soon. All right, we're good to go. I got my hair up in a bun out of the way. So now all that's left to do is to put the topsoil on. You want to do a small layer of topsoil before you put the seeds. Then you're going to reseed, and then you're going to put more topsoil. So let's get to it. Okay, so I briefly put the topsoil. You don't have to be perfect about this. I just did this to kind of flatten the dirt a little bit. And there's also a spot here. So I laid the brick all the way across. It stopped to about here. I don't know why they did that, but I put a lot of topsoil here because I'm going to be putting grass seed right there. And this is what it looks like. So it looks pretty good. Now the next step is going to be planting the seeds. So this is what I'm going to be using to spread the grass seed. I got this at my local hardware store for I think about $40, and this is just a spreader. So you push this and then it spreads the seeds around, nothing too scientific. And the kind of seeds that I got is the tall fescue blend. So I wanted this one because it looks more like individual grass blades. And also the thing about this type of grass is you won't have to dethatch it because it kind of thins out on its own, and then that's when you know to reseed it. On the back of the package, if you can see it, it has these numbers. And basically what you do is on the spreader, it also has a dial, and you're gonna set the dial to whatever setting it says. So for me, since I'm doing overseeding, that's this one, it wants me to use an 8.5 setting. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, well, the final step of this process, of course, is the sprinklers. All right, you guys, well, I'm sitting in the backyard right now. It's way too hot. As I say in every video, it's pushing 100 right now. And what I did is I set my sprinkler to run for 10 minutes, and what I'm gonna do is have it run 3 times a day. So I'm gonna have it go really early morning, mid-afternoon, and then of course at night. It is very, very important that you keep those seeds warm and wet so that they can germinate. And that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope it was helpful and I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos coming soon, and be sure to tap that bell notification so you're notified of when I post new videos. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.